Welcome back, everyone, to a modern league with old school Jeskai Geist. Our record is currently 2-0, both against Boggles. Let's see what round 3 has in store for us. We will be on the play. No lands, that's a shore mulligan. This hand's lacking a bit of interaction, however, Geist Saint Draft and Elspeth can kind of steal a game pretty easily if our opponent isn't going to interact with us. So we'll go ahead and keep this, hopefully find some interaction on top of our deck. Search for Azcanta might give us the late game staying power we need. I don't know that it makes sense with our current game plan, but the card selection is probably good enough of a reason to just keep it. We'll go ahead and lead on Colonnade and pass. Seeing this Scalding Tarn, very glad we kept the Search for Azcanta on top. Almost made a misplay there and played the Sulfur Falls. We have to crack this Arid Mesa. We need white, so we'll get blue-white. Blue is going to be very important in this match, assuming this is a control deck mirror of some kind. Yes, we want to pay 2 life, and yes, we want to play Search for Azcanta. Could be Storm, Grixis, Death Shadow, perhaps. Having it tapped indicates it's likely not Grixis. But we may surprise our opponent when we play the Sulfur Falls next turn. We did reveal the Arid Mesa, but going to get blue-white land may throw them off a tad. Seems they are very heavy in blue and red. We're always going to yield to this. Island. Island's our 4th land drop. No, I think we'll keep that on top. This does allow us to conceal a little bit more information, but I think we're just going to play out the Sulfur Falls anyway. Is there any reason to? There's a chance we just shouldn't even be playing Geist out this turn. Because they could very easily be holding up counter magic. I think we want to make sure Geist resolves, so we're just going to play our Sulfur Falls, pass, and try to limit end of turn. Ops could indicate Storm. It's a real problem if this is Storm, because that would mean we definitely wanted to play our... Okay, this is looking more and more like Storm every turn. Go ahead and hold our opponent on end step. See if we can get them to tap their mana. No. Spell Snare would be a great draw here. Valorous Stance. We'll put Valorous Stance into our graveyard. Draw Flooded Strand. Assuming that this... I mean, there could just be a blue-red control deck. If that's the case, I think we want to be ready to fetch basic planes. I think we're just going to run this Geist out. We could just fetch the basic planes now and run out Elspeth. Man, them just being these 2 colors makes my decision process way more difficult. If this is Storm, we're probably just going to die this turn. But also, if it's Storm, we have to get these out here. Okay. So, Remand still could very easily be Storm, unfortunately. Could be like a Through the Breach deck, I suppose. Blue-red Through the Breach control deck. not going to bother getting a basic anymore, I don't think. We're just going to get steam vents, I believe. An argument to be made for Sacred Foundry. We're going to get steam vents, though. Puts us up to 4 cards in the graveyard. Did I not always yield to this? Steam vents, yes, can go into the graveyard. Hit mountain. Island. And we'll try to run out the Geist again. Cryptic. Another remand. We'll pass. Very glad we kept the search for Esconta, as this game is very clearly going to be long and grindy. I kept the hand saying, oh, I hope our opponent doesn't interact with us, and then our opponent proceeded to do nothing but interact with us. Which I'm not complaining about. I love interactive Magic. I hate the very linear strategies that seem to dominate Modern at times. Go ahead and click through these phases manually. Try to bluff a counterspell a little bit. Our opponent's continuing to hold up mana. We'd like to find a counterspell. Celestial Colonnade into my graveyard. Doesn't seem likely that's correct. I already have one, so I'm going to. Another land, huh? Well, we'll play our island. We could just try to attack with Colonnade this turn. Or we could try to play out Geist again. What in blue and red kills Colonnade? There's Roast. I don't know if that's a sorcery. I know there's a few 2-mana burn spells that do it. When in doubt, Geist. Cryptic. That at least gets us up to 7 lands, 7 cards in our graveyard, so search for Esconta will transform this turn. Snapcaster Mage. No, we will draw that. Yes, transform. Do this. I think we're just gonna try to animate this and attack, or we could do Elspeth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're just gonna animate this. Click 5, or we could just hold back and yeah, let's just try to take on the controlling role now that we have a great source of card advantage. I know we're down 5 cards, so we have a long way to go, but the cards we do have seem pretty great if we can ever make them resolve. Electrolyze me, you got it. Opt also resolved. Eight cards in hand for our opponent. We're planning to draw one at the end of our turn. Maybe our opponent's Jeskai? I doubt it, though. Rip. Man, we were not getting any gas anytime soon. But at least we're getting there now. Go ahead and pass again. I really want to find a counterspell before I commit any more cards to the board, but that seems like I'm asking a lot at this point. Snapcaster Mage, likely targeting Through the Breach in the graveyard. So, do I have more cards that counter Snapcaster Mage, or more cards that counter Through the Breach? Wait, he can't even cast Through the Breach without a Simian Spirit Guide, anyway. We just ask Kanta right now? Yeah, I think we do. Well, that was great. Guess we're just going to go ahead and let this resolve. We're getting Cryptic Command. Not Through the Breach. Sure. Do you want to bounce a land to my hand? Pollinate or something? That doesn't really bother me. Oh, you're going to bounce the Azcanta. Okay, that makes more sense. Bounce the Azcanta, counter it on the way back down. Make way more sense. Yeah. Counter draw. I don't think we're going to fight over that at all. Mostly because we can't. We could have got in for some burn while our opponent was tapped out. We'll do that on their end step, hopefully get them to tap down a little bit. Then try to go for a Bolt Snap Bolt, because if Snapcaster resolves and Elspeth gets a chance to make it huge, that would be wonderful. Gonna go for Bolt you. Expecting this to get countered. I'm hoping that clears the way for us to counter target spell, draw a card. Yep, you got it. That should clear the way for us to resolve. Search for Azcanta or Elspeth, or perhaps even both. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we just start with Search for Azcanta, since he already knows about that. Didn't have a counter spell. Not great if he threw the breaches. I mean, he can't through the breach this turn, but he could do it on his upkeep. Or his next main phase, I suppose. We will tick up and create a 1/1 soldier. That hesitation could suggest that he has a counterspell, or it could be bluffing a counterspell. Alright, we're going to leave Cryptic Command on top. Snapcaster was a great draw. I think we leave Helix on top as well. And we pass. Just no, he's not activating Loot House. What is he doing? Another Snapcaster Mage targeting Bolt or Op. Op, more than likely. Might be just trying to take care of Elspeth, though. In terms of our long game plan right now, probably be being a bit more conservative with tapping out, but since we haven't had any counter spells, it's a little rough to just bluff the entire time. Testing off. So he must not have had. What I believe that says is that he doesn't have the creature in his hand to go with a through the breach. Or at least didn't before that op. Are these both coming at Elspeth? So we could block if he has a bolt. Elspeth dies anyway. We could get this off the table. One of the Snapcasters off the table by blocking. Or, best case scenario for us, he doesn't have the bolt. Plus, we attack for 4. We can have the opportunity to prevent lethal. I'm not too afraid of 2 Snapcaster mages. Which may be a mistake. It is a 3-turn clock once they start attacking me. I'm going to hope he doesn't have a bolt. Or maybe I should just block. If he has a bolt, we lose it either way. Yeah, we'll make him spend his bolt on Elspeth. If he doesn't want to get hit for 4 next turn. I guess he can spend it on the soldier as well. Another Snapcaster. Oh, that is a lot of Snapcaster mages. So, by Elspeth, we keep Cryptic on top, flip the Azcanta, flip the Azcanta. Ooh, that was some value. No. Yes. We just have a ton of mana. Our opponent's down to 3. I'm very tempted to attack with Celestial Colonnade and try to go for a Bolt Snap Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. It takes us down to 3, so we can't quite Bolt Snap Bolt. 8 total. 5 takes us off a Cryptic Command. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So do we want to hold up Cryptic Command this turn? We take 6. Have Lightning Helix. I'm very tempted to pass. Helix on upkeep. That doesn't play around Cryptic Command. We could Helix right now. And I believe my Helixes should be targeting him, not these Snapcaster mages. Let's go ahead and Helix now. Do it. What happens? That resolving makes a very strong case for me to use Snapcaster Mage right now. Snapcaster Mage. Ooh. 1, 2, 3 leaves me with only 3 mana open. We'll just go ahead and pass, and we'll try to Snapcaster on his end step if we don't end up needing to use this Cryptic Command. 6. We have a Helix on top of our library, provided we didn't shuffle or anything. Vendilion Click is really good. Good. Counter this and draw. We know we're going to draw into a Helix. if he does take something, which he likely will. This might be setting up for a through the breach play. Unfortunately, it's not graveyard, it's the bottom of the library, huh? Actually, we'll let this resolve, because if he takes the cryptic command, we have lethal on board. Let's make sure we're not passing. If he takes a Snapcaster, we know we're going to draw the Helix anyway. So if he takes the cryptic command, which is what I think he's going to take, we immediately win. Fingers crossed. Yeah, targeting me. Take the cryptic, please. Take my cryptic away from me. Come on. You know you want to. Eh. There are worse things that can happen. I thought I wasn't passing. I was very much under the impression that I was not giving away priority at the moment. What is this, 6-9? Keeping Vendilion click back. Take 6. I had no blocks. Maybe he's planning to bounce Vendilion click, replay Vendilion click. Okay, on their end step, we're going to start by helixing him. This must be a cryptic command. I think we go ahead and use our own here, or we could just not fight over it. If he goes for the bounce, I think we have to fight over it. We could also do search for his content and response. Yeah, so he went for the bounce. So do we search for his content and response, or do we fight over this? He knows about the cryptic command, which makes me really want to just search for his content. Like, he knew he could win that counter war, because that's the only reason to try to counter there. Lightning Helix is great. Electrolyze is also very good on this board. We go for lethal by taking Lightning Helix. We probably affect the board if we go for Electrolyze. How much are we taking on the crackback? 9. I'm going to take the Lightning Helix, I think. Wait. I'm clicking it. Put in hand. Okay. That was very strange. Snapcaster made first. Lightning Helix. Electrolyze. I think Moto is just lagging. That resolves. Hopefully we draw a burn spell. We did not. We need to make sure this Lightning Helix resolves. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That as contact keeps throwing me off because I'm like, I was at 8 lands last time. We could animate Colonnade, go for the kill right now. 842. We could also just play out Search for Esconta yet again. Go for the Helix. We're gonna go for the Helix right now. Should have used my mountain. They search for Esconta. And then we just fetch on our turn. Takes us down to 11. If he has another Vendilion Click or a Snapcaster Mage, we're in a little bit of trouble. Probably want to just get this Plains just to save on life. And pass. I think we're going to try to go for the tap down, either draw or tap down counter, depending on what our opponent does. We should do, if we're tapping down draw, we should do it right now. That leaves us open to Through the Breach though, so I guess we don't do that. Okay, so Through the Breach is an instant for some weird reason. Tap down all creatures your opponents control, draw a card. Alright, if they have a bolt, we're just dead. They bounce the Colonnade. Oh, because that way we can't. My opponent accidentally clicked through combat. We're going to yield to this again. Spell. Ace of St. Draft. Into the yard. Yeah. Yes, transform. Cover and spell. Deer Ambitions. Deer Ambition. Stormbreath Dragon. Interesting. Well, we can't get to it this turn. So I guess we probably just put both of them on bottom. We have to go for the kill this turn. Wow, I'm already at 9 minutes. Holy crap. We gotta start playing faster. Is this just game 1 still? Holy crap. Gonna activate Search for Esconta. Find our bolt. Hopefully just bolt our opponent anywhere. I'm done wasting time. The counter spell. Try it again. Another one. Well, damn, we mistapped. 2. 6 actually, because man, I did not realize we were so low on time. We just died. That's Through the Breach, I'm guessing. Yep. Number cool. Man. Interesting to know if our opponent had another counter in hand. This we bring in all the counter magic, the Izzet Static Caster because of the Snapcasters. I think they're probably a Blood Moon deck, so we'll bring in Celestial Purge. We'll also bring in Crucible of Worlds. May want to bring in Kitchen Finks as well. Might be bringing in Angers, though, which Kitchen Finks isn't great against. See what we have to take out. Engineer doesn't seem great. Storm Breath seems fine. Elspeth was not great. Electrolyze is fine. Valor Stance isn't great. Best Alliance isn't great. Although they might bring in a Storm Breath Dragon or something. That's not the card I thought I was grabbing. Bring in Blessed Alliance again. 6. Take out some number of Path to Exile. Wear Tear should probably come in if we're expecting it to be a Blood Moon deck. Search for Escon to Spell Snare. All of these stay. We might just need to go down 2 more paths. Is that what I want? Seems fine. We just couldn't really find any counter magic that game. Also brought in the Sphinx's Revelation, but we really need to play quickly considering our clock. This hand seems great. It's a matter of finding a threat. They say you better let me play that land because I clicked it like 5 times. Just getting an island, possibly indicating Blood Moon. We'll just play Third Strand and hold up Mana Leak, which was, I mean, our plan anyway. We're going to have to fetch an island if they do have a Blood Moon. We may just fetch an island anyway. Let's just not fetch this turn. We want to draw a land. Wear Tear makes it so we don't have to fetch an island if they play Blood Moon. Unfortunately, we're missing our land drop this turn. That's never good. Up resolves. Alright, hitting our land drop. Passing it back. Guessing our opponent is... I still think it's a Blood Moon. I think our opponent's just waiting until they have some form of counterspell backup. How many cards do we have to? 8. I hate to discard, but I think I'm going to have to. I don't really just want to fire off a bolt. So we'll pass. I think we discard Wear Tear because it was a guess for our keep anyway. Although it was, if we were correct about Blood Moon, it was a great card for us to have. They might just not be a Blood Moon deck, you know? Opponent's more than happy to just keep having us discard, I'm sure. Oh, we have the Izzet Static Caster. The Electrolyze is a little less appealing. Not that it's less appealing, but it's less necessary. So my hope is that this is like Snapcaster Op, in which case I'm going to fetch Electrolyze. Yeah, resolves. And we're going to discard probably our own Electrolyze. think we're going to go ahead and finally fetch. I really wanted to continue drawing lands, which was, I wasn't cracking it, but us discarding isn't doing anyone any good. Just going to get a Steam Vents. Yeah, we'll pay the 2 life. And we'll attempt to bolt our opponent. Come on. Let me cast my spells, please. Pass. We're going to be out of time. Our opponent knows that. I don't know what the end of turn key is. No. We could just die to Emrakul right now. I think we'll let this resolve because we don't want to die to Emrakul. Oh, he remained his own thing? That's pretty damn good. Forgot about that trick. So I'm guessing there's going to be a Through the Breach. And we have this. And if he has a counterspell, we just lose. Oh. Field of Ruin. We just pass again. Which I knew at the end of turn was. I think we're going to go for a Snapcaster. Oh. And it's now because we have spell up if they is like a remand or something. I know he has the Cryptic. That's what he's using. I'm fine with getting a Snapcaster Cryptic. Yes. That is fine. Pull you. Opponent's just planning to win by the clock, I would imagine. Oh my god, Moda, you're lagging so badly. And that's some serious card selection our opponent has going on over there. Gonna try to Helix them again on end step. Unfortunately, that takes us off a Cryptic. Why is my time still ticking down? I have pressed 1. Oh my god, Moto. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Moto, seriously? is from not passing to just passing the whole way through. Up, bottom, 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 bottom. Gonna have to restart motor after this. Hopefully it'll work up a little bit. And it's looking more and more like we're losing to time. We had 2 matches to go, so we didn't have a very good chance of finishing them both in this time anyway. We did have a sweet game against Jeskai Control the other day, where we managed to come back and win in 1 minute and 20 seconds in the 3rd game. We won the 1st game pretty easily. Like, look what is happening. So it's gray because I've already pressed 1. Our time's still ticking down. That's like 5 seconds. Throw away, go through this turn. Like, can't even send the message, can it? Alright. Tempted to just concede, just get myself out of this hell that is Magic the Gathering Online. Let me just screenshot this real quick. Of course. My turn. And it just passed the whole way through the turns again? Is that what happened? Snapcaster made result. Sorry guys, I got pretty quiet there. I don't think we have any real chance of winning this game. Just going to the Snapcaster in. If we had more time, maybe there was a chance. Our opponent has still just been grinding us out on card advantage, and now has a board presence, which we do not. We're gonna probably should have spell snap that. We're gonna fetch, getting basic island. We're going to attempt to play an Izzet static caster. Seriously, Moto? Just playing this out just for the sake of the experience, really, at this point. We have no chance of winning in 1 minute and 12 seconds, especially whenever we lose 30 seconds per priority shift. Couldn't tell our opponent good game with our last net. So that's the end of round 3. We are currently 2-1 in this league. Probably going to file for reimbursement for that game. I'm sure a lot of it was me talking. I'll go back and I'll watch the video and decide how much time was actually lost due to the lag on Moto. For now, I'm going to go ahead and restart Moto, and we'll be back with another round shortly.